now that we know the default behaviour of the layout, we will now make changes to Yard 1's station permissions so that the train does not have to stop again at any of the other yards. Let's begin in an anti-clockwise direction, starting from the passenger station. Its station permissions will be assigned to the train, so the next station along the route is Yard 1, in which the train is allowed to either stop and wait or to pass through without waiting. But for Yard 1, if we look at the properties of the blocks, weights are set for all blocks and also passes, but there is a 100% chance of a wait. So the train will always stop when entering this Yard 1. And it will always choose this top block because the block selection is set to in order. When it completes its wait at this station's properties will then be assigned to the train. And when they get assigned, we do not want the train to then have to stop at any of the other stations. So in Yard 1's permissions, we set Yard 2 to pass. So iTrain, after leaving this station, will pass through Yard 2 without waiting. So Yard 1's permissions will remain active after exiting Yard 2. iTrain then needs to choose between Yard 3 or Yard 4. We don't want the train to have to stop and wait in any of these, so for Yard 4, let's set that to pass. And for Yard 3, to do something different, let's set that to forbid. So iTrain will completely avoid using Yard 3. Press OK to save it, then stop and restart the route. And yes, as we can see, the train has come to a stop and waited in Yard 1. Its train permissions then get assigned to the train. It passes through Yard 2. So because no wait has occurred, Yard 1's permissions remain assigned to the train. It then completely avoids Yard 3, passes through Yard 4, so Yard 1's permissions still remain assigned to the train when it exits here. And if we look at the permissions, we see that for the passenger, cargo and shuttle station, the train is allowed to use any of those stations. So iTrain can randomly select between those three stations here. And if we stop and restart, we see that the same path is chosen down here, but in this iteration it's chosen to go into the cargo station. Whichever station it chooses here, if a wait is specified at that station, that station's permissions will then be assigned to the train after the wait has completed. So perhaps we should increase the block reservation count so that we see that occurring here. So let's go to train types and make block reservation count 11. And now when we stop and start, we see that this time it has still kept the same path through here, but has chosen to go into the passenger station where a wait is now going to occur. Let's do one more, and this time we've gone into the shuttle station. So this station's permissions would then be assigned to the train after the wait has completed. So that's all wonderful. We have achieved part of the objective so that when a train waits in yard 1, it doesn't then have to wait in any of the other yards. But none of the other yards are now available to wait at. So how do we utilise yard 2, for example, for storing trains? Well, that is the subject of the next episode. In the meantime, if you want to try it yourself, the layout file will be available to download from a post on the iTrain forum. Search for tutorial 17-5. So until then, bye for now.